don't know how to start this video, but I found out some pretty shocking news that none of us are going to be surprised about. But I just thought I would bring this up as an actual representation of what's kind of happening in the industry at the moment in Japanese media. And I bet none of you know about it, and I bet some of you don't even care. But I'm going to tell you anyway, because what I just found out and what I'm seeing, the oppositions and like the reflections of each other is astounding. So, a lot of you know that I was very vocal about the whole Maya Imamori situation. It was a shit situation. It happened, fair enough. If you want to find out more about that video, please go check that video out, because it's very important that you do watch it for this comparison. So go watch that and come back here, please, because this is really, really interesting. However, I just found out today that another actor called Kenshin Umamura is coming back. And if you don't know that name, let me explain to you who that is. He is an actor, but also was in a boy band and everything. He was in a BL as well, so I've seen that BL, and I really enjoyed that BL. However, he was found to have sexually assaulted someone in Hong Kong when they were there, but he was arrested. He was taken out of band duties, out of all his acting. His agency dropped him, and that was that. He had a hearing and he was convicted of that crime. He was part of this band called One and Only, and very quickly fans knew that something was up because he was taken away from activities, his Instagram closed. All this happened all within a couple days. It was also like to the point that the management actually terminated their contract with him. And it was only effective the same day, but it was only revealed later that it was a very serious crime that he did. He sexually assaulted someone. He was arrested March 2nd for molesting a woman at a local restaurant, apparently. His case was then done April 15th, 2025. And what's really interesting here is that it says if he was convicted, he was to be facing a maximum penalty of 10 years, right? 10 years maximum penalty if he was convicted of this crime by Hong Kong law. But then August 13th, 2025, he was found guilty of this charge of indecent assault on a female interpreter in a Hong Kong court and was fined without jail time. Interesting, maybe something in the court made it, but he was still fined, right? He was taken out of his agency. His contract was terminated, right? Let's think about this right now. It's just been revealed that he is resuming activities as of a couple days ago. He's just announced, like, this is what he said. I have once again felt a great encouragement from the voices of those who continue to support me, even now. Those who steadfastly stand by me, and from the push I received from people at my former agency. So even through all of this horrendous stuff that he'd done, and all this time since that, like 2025, he's been getting support and love from his fans, from his agency, even though they terminated his contract. But he's been getting support this whole time for a crime that is horrendous. Now, let me rewind a little bit. Remind you guys of some things. Maya Imamori did a crime, yes. She drank a drink a few months from being legal. Yes, it's illegal, but the crime is not as big as this crime that Kenshin did, right? She drank a drink, maybe a little early. Fair enough. Actually, let's have a look at this. What's the fine for underage drinking in Japan? Okay, so it says drinking alcohol is prohibited for persons under the age of 20. Fair enough. The law stipulates that parents or guardians of minors have an obligation to stop a minor from drinking alcohol if they become aware of it. So, 1, where was her agency? 2, where were her parents? 3, what situation was she getting the alcohol? And 4, why was there nothing against the businesses that were selling her the alcohol, or the establishment that she was selling the alcohol? Did they get arrested? I'm just asking because I think it's very interesting that they wanted to throw all this on her, but they didn't. I didn't hear anything about the people around her. Just saying. Because it says businesses that sell or provide alcoholic beverages are required to take necessary measures such as age verification to prevent persons under the age of 20 from drinking alcohol. So how did she get the alcohol? Just asking. How did she get the alcohol? Who gave it to her? Who sold it to her? Who let her have it without checking her ID? Just an interesting question. Apparently it does not prohibit persons under 20 years of age from possessing or being in possession of alcoholic beverages. Okay. So you could be in possession of it. That's a weird one. So there's no provision to punish the person who commits the violation. Since there is no provision to punish the person who commits the violation, the person will not be subject to criminal penalties or penalties equivalent to criminal penalties under the juvenile law. However, if a minor repeatedly drinks alcohol in defiance of their guardian's warnings, this may fall under Article 3, Paragraph 1. Having a tendency not to submit to the proper supervision of a guardian and protective measures which is imposed by a family court judgment. Parents who know of underage drinking but fail to stop may be fined. So what I'm hearing is that really the people who are actually in trouble here are the people who are supplying it or allowing her to have it. Because she's a minor in that way. So sexual assault, okay, but like drinking under the age, but it's technically there is no penalties for me if I drink underage in Japan. Seems very odd. This all seems very odd. Like the agency should have done something. Her agency should have helped her. That's what the agency should have done. But they terminated her contract straight away after trying to get rid of her because she apparently had this apparent affair that nobody has actual evidence of, that none of us have seen. Just saying, that's weird. And she was, from the get-go, seen as the perpetrator, not the victim. And considering how she was underage in your eyes, and yes, she was underage for drinking, and the fact that some of you were excited to see her doing like adult videos, shame on you. Shame on you. It's like she's not old enough to have a drink, but she's old enough to do sex. That's on you. But they wanted her gone. They wanted to get rid of her as soon as they could. They terminated her contract. They shunned her from the acting society, from the full-on entertainment industry. She's been shunned. And now she is fully happy doing something else. She's now being criticized for doing TikTok alongside that, just because she's trying to be happy, trying to do something. And now she's being, again, ridiculed because she's doing TikTok along the side of her thing, just doing what any other child would do. Make that make sense. But when someone actually has been convicted of the crime of sexual assault, they have so much support, and they are re-entering the entertainment industry with welcomes and thank yous, and here we go again, let's have a good time. You serious? So he announced his return April 25th, so a couple days ago. I'm going back to Kenshin because this is just pissing me off. He opened his Instagram account again and received and announced his return to entertainment activities. If Maya did that, there would be so much hate to her. But he is fine coming back doing it because, oh, everyone loves him. He even apologized, saying, which is very similar to what Maya said, by the way, everything here. He says, I sincerely apologize for causing great inconvenience and worry to everyone involved and to my fans who have supported me due to the events that happened in Hong Kong last year. He continues to say, up until today, I have been deeply and sincerely reflecting on myself and thinking about how I should live my life from now on. In doing so, I have been touched by the voices of those who continue to support me and those who continue to stand by my side. I have also been encouraged by those at my former agency, and I have once again realized how much encouragement I am receiving. With those feelings in mind, I have decided to gradually resume my entertainment activities. He's been getting support this whole fucking time. What do you mean? See, I've been trying to think of a way to make another video to be like, hey, Maya's doing good. She's moved on, she's doing a new course, she's living her life, and she's doing it to the best of her ability. She doesn't need to come back to the entertainment industry. And it was this news today that really pissed me off. Because if Maya Imamori tried to come back to the acting industry, she would get ridiculed. She would not have a chance because of hateful people who want her to be thrown to the side. And there are so many people like that. I am not. I wanted her to come back. I wanted her to just go in at it without agency helping her just so she could finish the show. Because that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted for her. I wanted her to be in the show, to finish the show, and the show would have ended better. But here we have someone who actually got convicted of an actual crime that hurt people, that genuinely hurt people, and was convicted of it, but he's being encouraged to come back. He's being like, come back, it's okay, don't worry. He has fans apparently giving him support as well, continuing to support and to stand by my side. What? What is this lunacy? Like, genuinely. Oh my god, wait, let me see if there's anything else. Oh, he continues to say, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to who have supported me up until now, and to all the fans who have continued to support me, and I apologize for not being able to report until this day. I will do my best to earn your support more than ever before. I appreciate your continued support. There's been also support from like old actors, so there was an actor or homeroom teacher actor called Koji Seki who was part of a show with him, and he was quoted saying, everyone, welcome back, like telling everybody to go and welcome him back, and welcome back Kenshin. And the director of the same show that he was in also said, welcome back. It's just really interesting to me that there was so much hate towards Maya Imamori when there was a crime that did not hurt anybody, did not affect anybody, and she was working in an environment that is very drink heavy, and she is also in an environment that, just so you know, there may be people who don't know this. In Japan, there are vending machines. Yes, there are vending machines everywhere, Kezza. I do get that. But these have alcohol in them, and there's no ID checking. There's nothing like that. The nightlife is very heavily based. If you're working in the entertainment industry, or if you're working in like office jobs, you go drinking every day. She had a drink. Yes, I agree. Couple months too early. Fair enough. But at the same time, can't you see the hypocrisy of this? He gets convicted of a crime and gets fined, yes, but gets a tap on the shoulder, a tap on the hand, and a welcome back. Maya Imamori drinks one drink to herself away, and there's no evidence of this other than her saying, really, the drinking was what got me, but she gets accused of infidelity and ruining a family, even though she was the underage one and probably was the victim in that situation, if that situation was even true. And even in that situation, the guy, the suit actor who was part of that situation, he left the show with again, maybe a little tap on the hand behind the scenes, but then also he's had an injury, he's having health issues. We thank you for your long service as a suit actor. And big presentation, big posts thanking him. Maya gets completely erased using AI, termination contract, and nothing else. Same, Henshin gets terminated, and taken back, leaves Instagram, but then is welcomed with open arms when coming back to the entertainment industry. I'm not going to say it. Maybe I will say it. Maybe it's the fact that she's a woman. Maybe it's the fact that she is a woman. Maybe it's the fact that people up top and fans may be a little sexist. No, that's unfair. But the crimes are very different. Yes, both crimes. Both crimes, very different. She had a drink. He sexually assaulted someone. Which is worse? I wonder which one is worse. And I know people are like, it's not a Toko actor. Why are you talking about this actor? I just think it's very interesting that in the same industry, we're having similar conversations, but one gets welcomed back and one stays in the shadow because she wouldn't be welcome back. And it's the way, it's the like idol culture as well. It's like how they're treated and how people react to it in a different way. People are continuously giving him support and welcoming him back. But for her, she has had none of that. I guess she's had a lot more of that from the Western audience in a way, because I've been very vocal about my support for Maya Imamori. But this man fined and convicted of sexual assault. But welcome back in, we missed you. Fuck off. Like, genuinely. If you think that this case is okay and you're excited to see him back, please think about that and the hypocrisy of that if you hated Maya Imamori's situation. Well, I hated it, but if you hate Maya in that situation, think about why that might be, that if you're accepting of Kenshin but hating Maya. Because what's happened here is atrocious. And the fact that he's just walking back in without being arrested, what was it, 10 years he was supposed to be arrested for? Yes, 10 years in prison. But no, he got a tap on the hand, $15,000 Hong Kong yen without jail time. Okay? Just think about it. Why is one crime so much more attacked than the other, but the extremeness of their crimes are almost reversed? I don't know what my aim is for this video, but I just think it's just really disturbing that because of this like flip, people are still okay to allow him back into the entertainment industry so he can continue doing it again if he feels the urge. But a woman must be reserved, a woman must be kind, a woman must not do crime. But if a man does it, it's okay. Is that what I'm taking from this? Is that what I'm getting? Is that what I'm getting, guys? Fucking weird. Fucking weird. But I will leave it there. I just wanted to highlight this actor Kenshin and just be like, if you see him in other things, just be aware. He's actually done a crime, but he's been welcomed back with open arms because they don't care? I don't know. Because he's had penance? Maybe? Maybe people will change. After a certain amount of time, you have to trust in people to have changed and learned their lesson, right? You need to just trust in people to allow them to learn. I get that. But a year after? Just welcoming them back so soon? I don't think so. I really don't think so. I think he needs more time to consider what he's done, because it feels like he's not learned a lesson. It feels like he's like, oh, I've had so much support this whole time, and I'm okay. I'm gonna resume my activities. I'm not watching anything that you're in now. But I wanted to bring that up and show the hypocrisy of this whole thing, because it's pissed me off. I'm not going to probably talk about this situation again. However, if I find out there's more situations like this, I will talk about it because I want people to realize the hypocrisy of the entertainment industry in this way. I've been wanting to talk about Maya and her return, but I didn't want to just become like a drama channel because that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to bring positivity, but also highlighting how women are treated in Toku and how about representation in Toku. That's what I want to talk about. And also learning a new skill with VTubing. But this felt too important not to talk about and not to mention and to highlight the hypocrisy of the entertainment industry in Japan. I hope you guys have understood why I'm talking about this, because this is so important to talk about. But I'll leave it there for now. See you later, guys.